4 years ago, Michael Balkind and his team launched a digital agency called The Content Bar. The Content Bar is a unique blend of a content strategy agency and online media owner. They're the same people that brought you one of the first online communities in South Africa, Johannesburg Live.
And that specializes in creating, offering brands and agencies specialized solutions for online advertising and online campaigning. So what's happening is, in today's digital environment, people have got their smartphones, people have got apps, people are not accessing traditional media anymore as much as they used to. In South Africa, it's a little bit behind Europe and America, but what's happening is people are bypassing traditional media. So they're using an app to get the exact sports score that they're looking for instead of going to a sports website or listening to the radio. They're getting the information directly, bypassing traditional media. So the big question in today's environment is, how do you interact with people? And the Content Bar offers strategies in how to interact with people digitally or over the online environment.
One of these strategies is MobFlashing, a digitally enhanced professional studio setup with customized backdrops and branding, which allows a subject to upload, post and share their photos on a variety of digital platforms, including social networking sites.
So Vodacom, every year the cell phone companies do the big summer campaign. And this year Vodacom had the two characters and the big song, which was the Every Day I'm Shuffling song. And this was flighted across the whole country. Now Vodacom had activations all over the country where they were pushing their data services and they were pushing new amazing smartphones with touchscreen functionality that come in at under 1,000 rands. And these were activations all over the country. So Vodacom wanted something to interact with people that could stimulate data usage and offer an incredible experience. And what we did there is we took the advert that they created for the summer, and we worked with the agency and shot extra long bits from the advert and made music videos. And what happened is all over the country we had our devices and green screens, and consumers would come and they would dance in our environment and create their own music video or commercial. Immediately they would put the details in, that would be uploaded. Obviously it was compressed, it was branded, uploaded to the software that we made, and straight after the activation the consumer would get an SMS with a link directly to the video. All right, to respect consumer privacy, which Vodacom was very concerned about, we never made those videos public. Only you who got the video could see it. From there you could share it, so you could upload it to Facebook, you could email it to friends, you could do whatever you wanted to with that. And we had the ability to track everything. So we could see how many times people shared, what they did with the videos, how often they saw it, and the results were incredible, So we created just about 6,000 videos nationally over the campaign period. Now, if you think about that, one commercial flighting across TV, here is 6,000 commercials where the consumer is spreading the word for Vodacom. And the experience level is huge. I mean, when we would see with the stats, people were literally showing the video hundreds of times each, and it's a very, very powerful campaign. They create content and they send people to their communities.
As technology evolves and access to information becomes easier, advertisers are going to have to find innovative ways to grab people's attention.
So traditional media is, on some level in trouble. And I don't think so much traditional media, but advertisers are in trouble, because how do you reach these people? And it's in South Africa, it's going to become more and more of a problem, because right now there's not a high smartphone penetration, but we went for a talk, the ex-MD of Google locally, and they're predicting that in 2 years, the entry-level smartphone is going to be an iPhone 4. That'll be the level of technology that is going to be in smartphones in 2 years. You're talking about most of the population on smartphones, so that really changes the environment. So how do you interact with people in this environment? It's very difficult. Now the problem is that brands have all been going, well, let's create a Facebook page and let's pump money into there and let's see how many likes we can get. Now, if you look at that, if you take a step back and you say, well, what's the point of that? Because number one, all the database that you're building as a brand, all those likes, you don't own the database. You can't extract that. You can't say, oh, I want to email everybody. It's not your database. Second of all, brands are so protective of their brands and where their logo goes and which position. Here is now you're creating content for Facebook. Facebook selling advertising based on your content, targeted advertising, which you can't even control. So there's a fancy brand that spent billions on promoting the brands, and there's an advert for like how to reduce your stomach size next to your content, and that doesn't make sense. So what we're saying to brands is use Facebook, but don't start from there. Start and say you need to build a community. As a brand, you should be creating a whole community for that target market and feed them with content. So you want to speak to moms, create a content with information that can actually help moms, that they can access it regularly and get information that helps them on behalf of the brands. That becomes powerful.